Oh, that's a spooky gargoyle. Oh. Oh, it's a spooky moving gargoyle! Hello everybody, welcome or perhaps welcome back to the channel. My name is Kumiko, but you can just call me Kumi for short, and today we are reacting to episode 23 of Frieren entitled Conquering the Labyrinth. So it looks like we are at the ruins of the King's Tomb located in the Northern Lands, which is the site of the second exam. And it sounds like the challenge is going to be a maze, so that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Really quickly before we get into it, as always, just a reminder, I do have Patreon. For just $5, you can get early access to the full uncut versions of these reactions, and it does also help with supporting me as a creator, so if you are interested in that, the link is down below in the video description. And with that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into the episode. 18 of you who passed the first test. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Based on past results, right? That's right, they said no one's ever passed her tests. Okay, that's right, she did say she's a pacifist, so... Who wishes to become a first-class mage? Huh. Should be able to pass it with ease. I wonder if that was like a clue at all. Okay, huh. The deepest floor of the tomb. Alright. That is true. Ooh, the impossible possible. Oh, that is so... Oh my gosh, that reminds me so much of... I think it was the episode before last episode where Frieren broke the barrier. Like, that's literally what happened. Genau said verbatim, it's impossible. And Frieren made it possible. And I think I talked about how, like, it's really interesting that she just said this, because I talked about in that video how I feel like Frieren just is somebody who, like, dares to conceive of things that maybe other people haven't conceived of or don't dare to conceive of, you know? Like, it's just like she said, you have to go to places that no one else has been to, you know? Like, you're putting yourself in a box if you only limit yourself to things that, like, already exist or things that people have already done, you know? Like, no one has ever broken the barrier. Frieren broke the barrier. And I feel like that just emphasizes, like, how great of a mage Frieren is, and also why she is a great mage. You know what I mean? Like, she dares to conceive of the possibilities. That is a good question. You won't need to prove it. Oh, she's coming with. Okay. I mean, fair enough, I suppose. Wait, she could just move her hair around like that? Whoa. Learnin'. Oh, wait, yo, that's so badass. Also, her hair, bro, that's so cool. That's actually kind of, okay. She seems aight. Oh, okay. Unified Dynasty. Ooh, I wonder if, like, some paths are easier than others. That is fair, though. He makes a good point. Why not work together? We could all pass if we cooperate. All the more reason to work. Okay, well, good luck. Whatever. Imagine being like, dang, this guy seems so knowledgeable about the dungeons, but then, like, not wanting to accept that knowledge. I guess he's maybe concerned that, like, Denkin will use his knowledge of the dungeons against people, but I mean, I'm just saying, good luck. Good luck to that guy. Probably RIP to that dude. Is he going in alone too? Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, aren't those his friends? Alright, that's fair. At least they're going as a squad of 3. Yeah, that's true. Fair enough. I have full confidence in Fern and Frieren, though. Oh! The safest time reaching the bottom. Oh, that's so cool. Just a feeling, perhaps. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Dang. I mean, I guess in fairness, Sensi saw Frieren break the barrier. Or like, I mean, she didn't like see Frieren literally break the barrier, but she saw the barrier break. And she, at least to my knowledge, knows that Frieren is the one who broke the barrier. And so I feel like maybe that's why she chose to accompany them specifically, like the safest time of making it down to the bottom, because she knows what a great mage Frieren is. And Frieren is also the embodiment of everything she just said, which I commented on earlier, like daring to believe in the possibilities, you know? I am curious if what she said about like wishing to become a first class mage is going to come into play, though. I'm curious if that was like a clue or some sort of hint or something. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Safest route. I wonder, has Frieren ever been here before? Because she said... Oh, yeah. I wonder, has she been here before? Was Himmel who loved dungeons? Aww. Aww. To the next floor. Oh, you know what? You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Frieren saying that she enjoys searching for magic. It's kind of like a similar thing where I think I likened it to when Frieren said that, like enjoying the journey rather than the destination. And I feel like that's kind of similar to what Himmel's saying. So it's interesting that that Himmel and Frieren have like a similar philosophy about the things that they enjoy. Aizen's like, nah. Yeah. All the more reason to enjoy it now. Enjoy it until the end. Mm-hmm. Oh, I love Himmel so much. Oh, that is true. And yet, I think you get it. I think you do get it, because as I said, she has a similar philosophy about enjoying searching for magic. And I also, I think I've said this before, but I just really appreciate Himmel's like philosophy and his outlook on life, you know, like the journey doesn't have to be painful or grueling or like bitter work, you know, the journey can be fun and enjoyable as well, you know? And as a matter of fact, it's like, I feel like he's saying the journey should be fun and enjoyable as well. It's like otherwise, why take that path? Why go on that journey if you can't enjoy it, if you can't have a fun experience, you know? But yeah, anyways, her smile's so cute. She's such a cutie. Kane and Lavigne together. And then is it gonna be Richter, Denkin, Laufin as the final group, perhaps? Oh yeah, okay, Laufin is there. Yeah, that's true. Bro did not have to call my girl Frieren out like that. That's the thing that she's always getting stuck in, right? The mimic. That's like the chest that she's always getting stuck in, right? Lamau, that's so funny. And it's also funny because, or not like funny per se, but it's interesting because I feel like you can actually like take a lot out of what he said, in the sense of like, just because someone is really smart or really talented or really gifted or even a genius, that doesn't mean that they're not gonna like sometimes have their dumb moments, you know? Like, everybody has stupid moments sometimes, and it's okay, and it's part of life, you know? Like, Frieren always falling for the mimics and constantly getting stuck in the chests, even though she's, like, incredibly smart and a brilliant mage and, like, great at magic, you know? Anyways. What are we thinking, my girl? What are we thinking? Oh, Meekite spell. It's only 90. There's a 1% chance that it could be wrong. That's true. She's not wrong. Exactly. Sometimes you have to dare to try. Even if there's only that 1% chance. Is there though? As a mage is telling me. I feel like I was about to say, I feel like you're maybe not stark and scary in here. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I love her so much. Sensei's just standing there like look at her face, bro. She's like, are we for real right now? Maybe I chose the wrong people to follow. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That's so freaking funny. And it's even funnier to me because she's like, my experience as a mage is telling me that I need to open this, that there's a rare grimoire inside. And I'm like, girl, your experience as a mage is literally like always falling for mimics. So she is probably not one to talk about her experience as a mage when it comes to mimics. But once again, this highlights the element of Frieren's personality that I think makes her so great. You know, it's just like she said, history has been made by those who, like, I don't know exactly what she said, but like history has been made by those who, you know, dared to try for that 1% chance, you know? So that's the aspect of her personality that I think makes her the incredible wielder of magic that she is. Don't step on the floor in the center. Oh. How does Denkin know these things? Oh, did he just notice the stain? And there was something on the ceiling too, so I guess he saw that. Oh, that's a spooky gargoyle. Oh. Oh! Oh, it's a spooky moving gargoyle! Hey, buddy. Hey, bud. What's up? Oh my lord. Okay. It's probably fine. We have Denkin, right? Denkin will, Okay, yeah, nice. Good job, Denkin. Oh, yeah, nice, Denkin. How do you kill it, though? It's made- Oh, what? Oh. Okay, I didn't know they could do that. Okay, alright. Oh, dang, that's a big defensive barrier. Oh, wait, wait, oh! Wait, that is sick! That was super cool. She, like, used its own ability against it, like, reflected it? Or, like, ate it up with her own magic? Oh, okay, she's fine, she's chill. Oh! Oh! It's gargoyle time. It's not gargoyle, golem? Golem? I forget what it's called. It's time to break the bottle. If I were her, I'd be breaking my bottle. It is gargoyle time, but that's not what I was trying to say. Okay. Grandpa Denkin's got this. Oh! Maybe Grandpa Denkin does not have this. Oh, I want to see how this works. Oh! Oh, that's so cool. Dang. Dang, dude, it's like a titan. The ruins of the king's tomb. And she's still stuck. Oh my gosh, Sensei, they're right where we left them. You should push in instead. Oh. Oh, okay. I see. Blowing them up from the inside. I mean, that's legitimate, yeah. It makes your hair frizz up. Oh my gosh, I have fragrance. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. You know what? It's cute. I like it. I love how she's just like, yeah, well, we'll pretend like that didn't happen. We're just gonna continue on our way. Oh, dang. Dude, Frieren's experience is so... Okay, nice. We're kind of cruising, it seems like. One man's trash is another man's treasure, you know? Fern is pretty good. She did. An interesting observation. That's right, yeah. Hider. All my passion and determination then, wow. Continue searching for magic. Yeah, Frieren loves searching for magic. And that made you happy. And this scene, this reminds me a lot of the sunset back in like maybe episode 4 or maybe 5. I don't remember the exact episode number, but it reminds me of the sunset where like Frieren looked at the sunset and was like, I don't really get it. It's like, it's alright, I guess. But then she saw Fern's face and she saw how much Fern was enjoying the sunset. And that's when she understood. That's when she got it. And she realized that like part of the joy is in seeing the people around you happy. And I feel like this is kind of like a parallel to that in a way where it's like Fern maybe doesn't get what Frieren sees in this stuff, but she's happy to see her happy. Because I like seeing her happy. Yep. Oh, and Sensei's smiling too. Aw, that's sweet. Sensei's like, okay, I think I maybe did join the right party. Uh-huh. Even this brutal dungeon. Ooh, this looks like a spooky room. I don't know if we want to go in there. Oh. Ah! Oh, snap. Oh. Okay. Oh, I wonder which 3. Who is it? Oh. Oh, it's them! Oh, snap! Okay. Okay, wait, that's so cool. Oh, this fight's about to go crazy. Are they also fighting themselves? Oh, dang, dude. Oh, Laufen's fighting herself. Okay. Ooh, sheesh. Okay, damn. Of a demon or a monster? Oh. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. The mana was also the same, huh? Or so we think. Oh? Oh, I don't like this room. This room... Oh? Who is that? Is that...
電源
Can we deal with that too? Is that free... Is that free... Oh, is that Frieren?
一つだけ言えるのはこれが
I bought it a long time ago! Oh, dang. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Okay. Oh. Oh, my... Okay. Wow. Yeah, I would shatter my bottle. I would shatter my bottle then and there. Oh my god. Oh, that's so great. Dude, oh my gosh. Can they beat Frieren even with 4 of them? I don't know. But there's a part of me that also kind of wants to see Frieren fight herself. You know? Like that would go hard. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. I mean, good luck. Good luck to those 4. Good luck and maybe RIP. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. I cannot believe that they're about to fight Frieren, like a copy of Frieren. I mean, they said that it has the person's same like mana and skills and possibly even their memories, which is really insane. It reminds me a little bit of the Einsem that we encountered before. Obviously not the exact same, it doesn't seem like, because in this case, they're like pretty obviously a fake, you know, they look like they're made out of clay or stone or something like that. So it's pretty obvious that it's not like the exact same, but it does remind me a bit of the Einsem, where it can like take the form of a person. I'm really curious if we'll get to see what sort of like monster or demon is creating these copies of people. Because that is like, I mean, they must be really skilled to be able to do that, right? Like that's the fact that these copies are even like acting like the original is, I mean, that's pretty crazy, like damn. Alrighty, so I took some notes for this because I actually think that a lot of what I said during the reaction is kind of what I wanted to talk about, but I do want to go back and expand on some of those ideas, and I do have a few other things that I want to touch on as well. So first, I want to talk about this whole scene with Sensi. I really love what she says here, you know, first class mages make the impossible possible. I think it really emphasizes like why Frieren is such a great mage, and it's especially significant given the context of Frieren breaking the barrier being seen as impossible. This is something that Genau like explicitly refers to as impossible. So I love this line of dialogue, and actually thinking about it some more, I appreciate the fact that Frieren's sort of like defiance of the impossible was breaking a barrier, because I feel like it's just so fitting for what she achieved in that moment. Like we see barriers as sort of like an obstacle, as something only a very select few can break. Like breaking metaphorical barriers, for example, is seen as an act of greatness, of skill, of genius. And in that moment, Frieren breaks like a literal barrier. You know what I mean? I think this also kind of plays into like what Flamme said to Serie, with Serie not being able to imagine a peaceful world, you know, because we've learned that magic is a world of like visual imagination. So it's like in order to make the impossible possible, one must be able to conceive of the possibility of that thing. Like otherwise, how can one hope to turn an impossibility into a possibility? I also love this line. You must forge ahead regardless of whether or not anyone's been there before you. And I feel like, I really like this because I feel like we see that in Frieren in this same episode, like with the Mimic. It's like no one else would open it on a 1% chance, but Frieren is the type to forge her own path and go where no one else has gone, you know, like she enjoys searching, she enjoys discovery. And I think a lot of that is just her personality, but I think there's a little bit of Himmel's influence in that as well, with his enjoyment of like, you know, exploring dungeons and wanting to leave no stone unturned when he goes into a dungeon. I think perhaps like Frieren has learned to enjoy the journey that much more because of Himmel, so I like that aspect of it. And actually, speaking of Himmel, let's go ahead and rewatch the Himmel scene because I really enjoyed that scene as well. All right, so we have this Himmel scene in a dungeon. One must explore the entire floor before proceeding to the next one. I love Himmel's philosophy of exploring the entire floor of the dungeon. I think it kind of, in a way, to me, is like a metaphor for life in a lot of ways. You know, it's like enjoy the journey, be present, be in the moment, and live those moments to the fullest before moving on to the next moment or the next chapter or the next adventure. You know, it's the journey, not the destination. Enjoy searching, enjoy exploring. Like, I just love that sentiment. And then I also want to talk about, let's let the scene play a little bit. Every adventurer knows that. Aizen's like, I ain't heard of that before. But isn't it best to be able to have fun while helping people? I really like this line of dialogue as well, because he's not saying like don't ever be serious, you know? He says he wants to have fun while helping people. So he's still committed to like a serious goal, but he plans to enjoy what comes along with that. And I love this philosophy in Frieren where it's like the journey doesn't have to be painful in order to be meaningful. Because I feel like so often in stories, there's this concept of becoming stronger as a result of, you know, a journey rife with pain and suffering and struggle. And that's not necessarily wrong. You do learn a lot from difficult or painful journeys, but I appreciate that there's this emphasis in Frieren on like joy and enjoyment and even wasting time, which I suppose you might say that time enjoyed is never time wasted, but a lot of stories focus heavily on the grind. And again, that's not wrong, but Frieren is a nice change of pace, like in where the focus often is. I also love what Himmel says in response to Frieren mentioning that as they travel, the dungeons will become like more life-threatening. It won't always be like this. As we travel, the dungeons will become more life-threatening. Aizen's like, yeah, that's right. I intend to enjoy it until the end. I'll have fun adventuring, raiding dungeons, defeating monsters, finding treasure, and before I know it, I'll have saved the world. And what I love about this is just the fact that like Himmel wants to enjoy it until the very end. Like, again, I kind of think of it as a metaphor for life itself in a lot of ways. Like, even when things get hard, you know, even when the dungeons become more life-threatening, even when life gets hard, it's like, I'm going to still enjoy the journey. I'm going to continue enjoying it. And I appreciate that there's this sense of like agency here as well. You know, like Himmel is choosing this for himself. This is the kind of adventure he wants to have. And he's making an active choice to manifest that joy and fun and happiness. And I really do love that because I think mindset can play a big role in happiness. Obviously, it's not like a black and white thing. And there are a lot of factors that go into a person's overall happiness, right? Like, this isn't me saying, oh, you're depressed, well, just be happy, or like, oh, you're unhappy, like, that's your fault. That's not what I'm saying. It's, of course, not that simple, but I think there is often an element of choice in happiness. Again, not always. Like, sometimes there are circumstances outside of our control, or other factors like mental health can come into play when we talk about happiness, but to an extent, I think there is a degree of choice involved, and this is definitely applicable in Himmel's case. So I like that Himmel is making the choice to enjoy his journey, and I also love this next part. That's the kind of adventure I want to have. Yep, that's what I want. And I'm going to manifest that for myself. And hey, there might be a rare grimoire down the path left untraveled, and we won't know unless we travel it. And I love that he, like, it's just such a cheeky thing to say, like, he knows that's gonna get Frieren interested, you know? And she's like, oh, let's go, what are we waiting for? You know? It really doesn't make sense, does it? And yet the whole time she has this cute little knowing smile on her face, you know? Like, I think she very much understands and has grown to adopt like a similar philosophy to Himmel, where she also very much enjoys like searching for things, and she enjoys like finding things that were maybe a bit unexpected. You know, I feel like Frieren has just learned a lot in the way of enjoying the journey, from Himmel especially. I'm also just taking a moment to look at, so this is interesting. So this guy seems like he's a mage. This lady, Maybe she's a priest or priestess because she's praying, and then we have a guy who maybe looks like a warrior. So that's kind of interesting. This is also curious because, like I said, it's like a prayer position, and Sensi was like, if you really wish to be a first class mage, then you'll pass. So like, I don't know. I might be like reading too much into what Sensi said, but I'm just like wondering if that's gonna come into play at all. And I'm wondering if like these statues are gonna wind up meaning anything. So I'm trying to like take a minute to look at them. Okay. And I touched on this scene as well, but I still want to go back to it because I just, I love seeing these aspects of Frieren's personality. Miss Frieren, you saw the results of that Mikohite spell. She says like, it's a mimic, bro. Like 100% it's a mimic. And Frieren's like, but there's a 1% chance that it's not. There's a 1% chance that it's not. So of course we have to push forward and explore it anyways. I feel like you could interpret what Fern is saying as like, it's impossible. And Frieren is like, no, it's possible. It's possible. Is it probable? No, but it's possible. Historical discoveries have been made by great mages who recognized that remaining 1%. I feel like this is such an important, just like life philosophy, you know? Like, dare to do things that maybe are a little scary, you know? Dare to do things that you maybe think you might fail at. Like, it's difficult to discover something great and meaningful if you don't dare to take that chance, you know? And sometimes you'll take that chance and you'll be wrong. And that's okay, you know? Like, I like that Frieren encompasses this idea of daring to try things, but if it doesn't work out, it's okay. And it doesn't diminish the fact that she's an incredible mage, and that she's incredibly smart, and that she's like low-key, high-key a genius, you know? There's no way to know if we don't check. And look at how cute she is. She's like happy to be like potentially making this discovery. She's happy. She's enjoying the searching. This is so funny to me. My experience as a mage is telling me that there's definitely a super rare grimoire in here. Like, girl. Like, girl. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. But hey, even a quote-unquote failure can be meaningful because you learn something from it. I bet Frieren would not know the trick to getting out of mimics if she hadn't, like, you know, fallen for so many. So again, there's a silver lining here where like she's learned something, you know? Even when it doesn't work out the way that you were expecting it to, you still learn something from it. So and I guess that's part of the joy of exploration as well. Just like what Himmel said, you know, like maybe it will be a little bit dark and scary, but that just simply is the nature of adventuring. I also want to talk about this scene again because I just love this. I just love this scene. Like, I feel as though there's this element of like whimsy and childlike wonderment and also just like the absurdity of life when I watch this scene. Like, it reminds me of Forrest Gump, you know? Life is like a box of chocolates, you never know what you're gonna get. Like, sometimes random things just happen in life, and that can be a gift in and of itself because life is weird like that sometimes, you know? But I love that Frieren embraces this aspect of it. Like, she finds all this, as Fern says, you know, magical junk, but these random weird finds bring her so much joy. And once again, this mimics the sunrise. I think I may have said sunset during the reaction, but I meant sunrise. It was a sunrise. Anyways, this mimics the sunrise scene where Frieren like found joy in Fern's joy, and now we have Fern finding joy in Frieren's joy. Like, I thought this scene was so cute. You know, she's just got all these random things, and they're like, I don't get it, but Frieren loves this. Like, she loves this stuff. Look at how happy she is. She's so happy about it. You're the one I don't understand, Fern. This part is also very, very fascinating, and we're gonna talk about Fern's response in just a moment here. But one thing that I really do love and appreciate so much about this scene is just the way that like Fern talks about, you know, Like, even just this memory is enough to make her smile. Like, just this memory of seeing Frieren so happy is enough to make Fern smile. And I just, that makes me like, I just love this. I love this so much. And again, I love how Frieren embraces like the randomness of life, you know? Like, she enjoys finding these random things that other people are like what's the point of that? It's complete junk. But to her, it's like so cool. I just love seeing her like so excited about the things that she finds along the way. And I feel like, again, I feel like so much of this is just a metaphor for life, you know? Like, sometimes you find things that you weren't expecting along the way, and it winds up being like meaningful to you or really cool to you, or it winds up being like a great experience. Anyways, I do want to talk. I'm gonna go back a little bit here because I want to talk about Fern's response to Sensi. I've never seen a mage as skilled as you at your age. Must have trained rather hard, and yet I sense no passion or determination in you. So this part is really fascinating, and I'm very intrigued by Fern's answer as well. To repay a debt to someone. Yep. That was her life's goal. Yep. I must have used up all my passion and determination then. Honestly, I think this is really true to life and is interesting in a few different ways. So first, I kind of understand where Fern is coming from. You know, like, she was chasing one goal for the sake of repaying Hyder. And this was incredibly important to her. She practiced day in and day out. And when something consumes your life that intensely, I think it's absolutely normal to have a period of maybe burnout, or a period where you don't have the same intensity of feelings towards that thing. And I think it's also very important to note that Fern never had the opportunity to enjoy the journey because she was in such a rush to get to the destination, because it was important to her to get there before Hyder passed, which is completely understandable. I do like that Fern expresses how much she enjoys seeing Frieren happy, though, as I mentioned, because I think this touches on a very important idea, which is the idea that you don't necessarily need to have like passion in order to pursue something. You know, like, you might have a different reason, and that's okay. Kind of takes me back to Zerier and Frieren's first meeting, where like Zerier seems to view magic as something to be pursued in order to, I guess, become more powerful, you know? Like, she says that Frieren doesn't have a burning ambition and that she's no good because of that. But again, it's like, that's okay. You don't need to have a burning ambition or passion or like whatever in order to pursue something. It's okay to have different reasons than most other people for pursuing, you know, whatever it is you're pursuing. So long as it's meaningful to you, that's all that matters. You know, if you're getting something out of it, then it's like, who cares what your reason is? Now, however, all of that being said, I do think that there likely is a part of Fern that does still feel a sense of passion, or at least love, for magic. Because I go back to episode 2, or at least I think it was episode 2, where it's like, it didn't have to be magic, but at the end of the day, magic is what you chose. And then I also think back to that scene with like little cute baby toddler Fern and Hyder and the glowing butterflies. So I do think there's probably some degree of love and passion that still exists somewhere in Fern. But perhaps we'll explore that more in future episodes. I definitely get what she's saying here, though. Like, I can understand where she's coming from. And again, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that she never really got to enjoy the process because, you know, she was in such a hurry to get to the destination. And that's not me faulting her in any way. Like, of course she was in a rush to get to the destination. She wanted to do this before Hyder died. She was on a time crunch, so it makes perfect sense. But yeah, I thought this was like a very insightful conversation. And I hope that Fern can perhaps like rediscover her love for magic anew, because I do think that she absolutely, at least I think, did love magic. Once again, that scene of her as a child, like she looked happy with all the glowing butterflies. So let's see, I'm trying to think if there was anything else. That's all I had in my notes, but I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to talk about. Nothing in particular sticks out to me. I think I kind of said everything that I wanted to say already. Although I am really excited to find out more about like this whole situation that we encountered at the end, because that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Like oh my god, like this is like such an epic moment. Oh my gosh. I love Denkin's face too. Denkin's like, ah man, boy, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Captain. Also just really interested to find out like just a little bit more about all of this in general, because like, I mean, the fact that Laofin's clone had her same mana output and abilities, I mean, that's pretty crazy. I want to get to the part where, like, Denkin mentions this. I just want to get to that part one more time. Okay, it's a replica made using magic. Must be the work of a demon or a monster. I've never seen such a perfect copy of another person before. Its mana and skills were the same as yours. Like, that's crazy. That's so crazy to me. So was its behavior. Like, the fact that its behavior also, like, oh, that is so, it's possible even your memories were used. Like, oh, girl, I'm so intrigued by this. I can't wait till, I can't wait. I can't wait to learn more about that. Anyways, I think that was all that I had for this video. Yeah, I think, like I said, a lot of this stuff I kind of touched on during the reaction itself. I just kind of wanted to, like, go back and expand on my thoughts on all of this a little bit more. But I think I've said all I needed to say for this episode. But anyways, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. If so, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye! Alrighty, and as always, it is time now for our Legend tier shoutouts. So, shout out to Abel Dark Rider, Savior of Nirn, Gabriel Weiss, Ramune Ram, and Ryan. Thank you all so much for being absolute freaking legends. I do appreciate it. And on to the rest of the shoutouts.